Body. Woo! I got some tech issues, but I'm going to take you along for the ride, so bear with me. Like, yeah, I go live, and at the last second, I hang my foot up on the cord that gives us light. So let's get this rolling. I hope everybody has been safe and had a very enjoyable holiday season. I got a lot to go over, you guys. I'm so excited. We have so many changes. This is going to be such a powerful year. I'm coming, I'm coming, I'm coming. This is how I'm starting the year out, is with you and comfortable. So I got my breathes in. I got 5 with me. I'm going to grab my phone. So that way, is the camera set up? Do you guys feel like you can see me okay? Okay. Let me grab my phone so I can see chat. I have such a big surprise for you guys. Let's go ahead and congratulate Harriet Manning. This book, my lovely, is yours. Yes, yes, yes. It is the Kitchen Table Tarot. And this is because you guys, right before 2/22, we hit 4,000 subs. It's like it was meant to be. Thank you guys from the bottom of my heart. And I have a surprise giveaway tonight. And it's awesome. It's awesome. I can't wait to do it. But Harriet, please email me, lovely, so that I know your mailing address. I would like to get this in the mail right away to you. And I will leave you a little message in here that hopefully inspires you in 2022. So let me get over here, you guys, real quick. This is so real life, you guys, and so bear with me. I've got to find out where I'm live. I hate it when it won't let me do this. You guys, you're going to have to send me the link again. Somebody send me the link so that I can get on chat. It's like it hides my lives from me. It doesn't even show up on my world. Okay. I'm going to set the phone over here, and I would love to be able to chat with you fine folks. I will watch the email on the side here. I have sticky notes, like, everywhere of stuff to share with you on 2022. Now, where is it? Okay, all right. Do you see this beautiful item here? This is somebody's. This is somebody's to start the year off. So, in the comments below, after this live tonight, I will go down in the comments, whether it's in the live or if it's in the comments below the video if you're viewing it later. I will go through it in the next week. I will try to hit everybody. Let's put a cutoff of January 7th. I'll go through the comments. I want you, this is about healing. And it's this beautiful, okay, let me show you what it is first. It's called the Crystal Wisdom Healing Oracle. It's by Judy Hall. It's absolutely exquisite. This is the little case. It comes with this beautiful book and a little sachet pull. Okay. Right here. It's got the book. And then it's got these beautiful cards that are all about different crystals and stones. See? So that is Tiger's Eye. What's exquisite about this deck, you guys, is when it's pulled together, it has actual silver leafing on the edges. It's an exquisite set. And the little book, we'll just grab one. It actually goes into quite a lot of detail about each item. Each different, like if you're looking at Tiger's Eye, or if you're looking at amethyst, or if you were looking at an opal, it wouldn't matter. And it goes really detailed into, can you guys see? Yeah. The chakras. So I'm going to be gifting this away. So I would like to challenge you guys. I'm going to go through the list. And it doesn't matter if you're subscribed or not. I could care less about that right now. What I want is for you to tell me what good you would do with this for others. How would you make this count towards healing others? I'm going to go through. You know, I read every comment. And I want to give this to somebody. Now, if you are outside the United States, I'm going to have you pay for the shipping, and we'll work that out. But if you're in the United States, I will gladly ship this to someone for free, just as a thank you for everything and for getting those missing kids' faces out there and really trying to help bring awareness about SA and the trafficking and all this stuff that so many people are afraid to talk about. Now, let me look over here. Do I have an email? I need an email, you guys, of the live so that I can get on chat, because right now I cannot see your chat whatsoever. I think I see guidance, but you guys are about 4 or 5 feet away, and the writing is about that big. So, just to recap in case you're joining me, I'm going to be giving this beautiful set away, and it's the Crystal Wisdom Healing Oracle. And I just feel it needs to go to somebody that really understands what it means to share your gift and also inspire others to share their gift, because that's what we're going to be doing here in 2022. Oh my God. Okay. I'm still waiting. Emily, thank you. You always come through for me, Emily. I love you so much, baby. Thank you. Let me get on chat. There you all are. Oh, there's my family. All right. We have Sharon. Let me mute the phone a little bit, or it gets echoey. Let me see if I put this up here, if I can actually see. Yeah. Okay. I'm just going to be like, Happy New Year to everyone. And I want to do a shout out to Sharon, Nicole, Steph, Romero, Lisa Feely, Lady D, Guidance is here. Miss Bad Girl is here. Lady D. I just want to say thank you. Sharon, if I didn't say you before, thank you. Lorraine just joined us. I want to say thank you to all of you, because, you know, everybody's like, congratulations, Danny, you hit 4,000. It is really about us, because the reason we're doing this channel, which is not how this started. Okay, let me back up. The reason I started this channel is because I wanted to inspire others to use their gifts. At the same time that my gift was tarot and channeling into frequencies and energies of others, which was wonderful because I was helping people on their life path, which is what I thought I was meant to do, which I am. We're going to get into that. I started getting calls from the local people that knew of a missing girl named Cassie Aon from Unity, Wisconsin. And my mother lives in Unity, and it's very close to my home. And somehow I ended up connected to the family. I was boots on the ground the whole time I could, like 3 days of it. And it was freezing out in Wisconsin. It was the end of October. She was reported missing on the 13th of October. And I believe we were out there on the 18th is when I found out about it. Like, her mother, oh my God, you guys. To this day, we have not found Cassie Aon, as hard as I tried. I did come upon an energy signature while on the search for Cassie. It led me to a direct point. And I stood on the ground, and I'm like, you guys, it's right here. I feel like it's on this road at this destination. I can feel like a crossing over of an energy. I can feel it, like this person's been shot and they've been beaten, and it's horrific. And they're like, well, do you see her? And I'm like, no. And it was so confusing. Well, it turned out it wasn't related to Cassie Aon. It was 2 months later that a completely different crime took place. I was notified that this young man, I believe he was 21, died on that spot exactly as I said. It hadn't happened yet. It had not occurred. I had picked up on something that I had never personally experienced, which was the signature. And I started realizing that there may be a way to help. And so I started really digging into the Cassie Aon case. I got her clothing, like I have her shirt still. I have one of her socks, clothes she wore. And I will be revisiting that, and I would love to get awareness on her case. Now, her ex-husband has been arrested, even without a body, because he was found to have her phone on her, and she had it on her when she went missing, which is exactly what the cards had told me. I did private readings. I did not release them to anyone exterior in a public way. I kept it very private with just the family. There was a language difficulty because they spoke Spanish. I spoke English. The youngest daughter, I think she was 14, was our interpreter. Beautiful family. We stuck with them as long as we could. And it led me to where we are now. When I went to start this channel, because I felt like I needed to get the names of the missing out there, I needed to somehow use this gift to reach out and say, hey, have you seen me? And throw a picture up there of that missing person. I have a history in working in crime, true crime, because I was a very huge supporter and still am of Stephen Avery and Brendan Dassey. I have personally spoke to our governor, Tony Evers, regarding Brendan Dassey. I filmed it, and that is over on the Missing in Minutes channel. You can go watch that. Now, the Missing in Minutes channel has been basically blacklisted, even though YouTube says it doesn't do that. But it has. It doesn't share the videos. You have to have the link to get to it, which someday I have a feeling it's going to blow wide open and YouTube won't be able to do anything about it because everybody will share it. But it goes into approximately 4 years, I believe, that I documented, and I broke down the Stephen Avery Teresa Halbach case in detail from an analytical perspective, never revealing to anybody that I did tarot, that I was following leads given to me by the divine. I would call them hunches, because so many people were scared of that, following your gut. Yet detectives, true detectives, will say, I got a hunch. Now, I would like to express ourselves in several different ways. I would also like to strengthen your gifts. I have found and tapped into a universal coding, if you will, through numerology, astrology, tarot, channeling by tuning into the frequency of the truth. And so, as you know, I've been talking about this. You're With Me Now is going to come out the very last week of January. I'm so excited. It's going to be doing a variety of things. But I thought, why not tonight give you a sample of what's coming on that channel? How fun would that be? Okay. All right. I want to jump down on top side. I'm going to go over to top side, see what you guys are doing. You guys are so incredibly supportive. All right. I want to just say that when I started waking up, I got a crash course. Like, I was thrown into it. I didn't get a choice. And I'm going to share that with you. So this is what You're With Me Now means. So I'll introduce the video, and then I'll ask something like, have you ever had a moment where there's like a glitch in the matrix or a glitch in your reality? Well, I have. And if you're interested in that, stick around. You're With Me Now. I'm Dannie. That's our intro, okay? So in going with that, I was thrown into really being woke up, like right on the back of the head. Um, I was going through a disconnect from everyone. Like I couldn't leave my bedroom for like I don't even want to tell you. It was extended period of time. I was disconnecting from my we'll call him a soulmate. I was disconnecting from him, didn't want him to intermix with my energy. I didn't want to mix with anybody's energy. And I was having what I thought could be a midlife crisis. But it turned out that what I was doing is I was reliving every crisis that had ever happened in my life. And I was facing it head on, full collision with everything that I felt guilty for, everything I felt like I shortchanged myself, everything where somebody ripped the carpet or the floor out from under me. I just was chewing it all up. I was fighting the divine. I can remember at one point standing alone on my back porch, had the whole house to myself. It was like 3 o'clock in the morning. I couldn't sleep hardly ever. I would have nightmares about all the horrific things going on this planet. I want to call them night terrors. There was moments where I would dream about these demons and I would go over and I would touch one and then they would shriek away from me and hide. And I was like, what the hell is going on? And that's what happened on that back porch. I lost it. Like I lost my mind. Nobody was home. I was home for like 3 days or 4 days, completely alone. No kids. No one could hear me. I was completely alone. And I got on the back porch and I was out there because I had to have the door open to breathe. And I just started wailing this cry. It was primordial. And it was like, what the hell is going on? I want to know now. I demand it. Give it to me. I don't want to know little bits and flashes. I want to know it all right now. Nothing happened at first. I was exhausted. I had read the Bible front to back. And I had measured it. And I had found discrepancies. I had found things that were being taught completely different. I researched for 2 years deep into where religion started. I read about Tiberius Caesar. I read about Jerusalem. I studied Aramaic, Hebrew. I couldn't quit absorbing information. I learned about CERN and how the antimatter. I learned about quantum leaps. I learned about algorithm of life. I learned about everything I could get my hands on. And one morning I woke up at 6 a.m. thinking that I have lost my actual mind, wondering, will anybody notice if I just keep very, very quiet and still? Didn't want to attract any attention. I was harmless. I just didn't want to be around people because I was trying to understand what the actual hell was going on my planet. At 6 o'clock in the morning, I got up, walked outside my house, decided to leave my phone, everything behind except my coat and my boots. February 4th. I walked to the end of my street. We live in a cul-de-sac that is in a beautiful park. And I went down there and the sky was blood red. And I took pictures later, but I didn't have my phone. So I just looked at the blood red sky, and I could see where all the planes took off at once from the airport about an hour to the east of me. And they left all these streamers. And I was following them, and I was looking at them on that blood sky, and they were white lines, you know. And I was so surreal. I didn't know if I was awake or if I was dreaming. My street was quiet. Like, there was not a sound. Nobody was awake. I live in a very tiny town. And so I turned around and I left that, and I just decided to go down to the park. But instead of taking the walking path, I decided to take my little hidden path. So I went to the west. And I stopped and I looked before I was going to go in the woods. And I was like, wow, that is such a beautiful moon. There was that beautiful crescent moon up there, just a sliver. And it was so white. And it was blood red sky. And I was like, oh, that I need to take a picture of that, but I don't have my phone. So I just was like, maybe this is just meant for me. And I just adored it. I was like, wow, that is so breathtaking. And I felt a calmness of peace go over me. But it was a calm before the storm. Because I turned to go towards the woods, and I turned south, and I happened to look up in the sky, and I'm like, what the hell is that? And it wasn't a UFO. What I saw was a planet. I didn't understand it. It looked like a planet. It had its own atmosphere. It was swirling around it, and it was larger than life. And I could see it. It was real. It was moving. It was clear. I could see it with my own naked eyes, and it was quite large. I remember breaking my front door down trying to get in my house. I was like spaghetti noodles for bones, Jello. I don't know. I started having a nervous breakdown, hyperventilating. I couldn't breathe. I went into true shock. I grabbed my phone. I went out and I took a picture. It was still there. I took a photograph of it. To this day, I have that photograph. Nobody has disputed it with me. I've shared it with a lot of people, and they're all like very uneasy because they can't explain it. They know me. So it disappeared in front of my eyes as soon as I took the picture, like, psh. The next thing I know, I'm on my kitchen floor in my pajamas, which apparently that's what I had went walking in. My two very best friends have come to the house because apparently I have called them and I'm babbling. So they're trying to get me to breathe between my knees. And I don't remember, I babbled for, a good hour. They will tell you the truth. I babbled. Like, I started spilling out the most crazy, bizarre shit. I was like, and it didn't stop. Like, I kept vomiting of the mouth to everybody I knew for an entire year of 2017 till 2018. I'm like, it's horrible. There are fires, and police cars are tipped over, and the police are beating people, and people are wearing masks and hiding their faces, and there's no food. There's no schools running. Nobody goes to work. In the bigger cities, it's martial law. They're trying to get us to take a shot. Not so crazy now, is it? Because 2 years later, I was at work in March. Around the 23rd, I believe. And my friends started calling me. You're not gonna effing believe it. I'm like, yeah, I told you. I've been trying to tell you. On the RD channel, you can find where I believe I left 6 videos that bring you into the understanding of what now is being revealed. And they're time stamped because they're uploaded in 2017, 18, 19. Because I was still talking about it well before it happened. And you'll find out that I even knew back then the names. Charles Lieber, Dr. Fossey, Bill Gates, all of it. I tried to explain it to people. Not everybody got it. So, finding missing kids is something that is a hobby of mine, a love of my life. Because if we can spread the awareness, then we need to do it. Because that's what we're going to be doing in 2022. So, I wanted to kind of go over some things and talk about the true star seeds and what they really are doing. So what's going on is in 2022, what you're going to find is that the awakening is the identification and discernment of the empath versus the narcissist. So let me find my note on that. Like I was really writing stuff down. So the ego is represented by the narcissist side. And the empath self-awareness is represented by the empath. And just think of it as it's knockout time. Now, excuse me, let me grab a drink. The empath has tried to play nice. We've tried to play fair. And we've tried to save the narcissist to the point that you can see the condition of our world. Because we gave a foot, they took a mile. And now they're stealing our youth, our innocence, and everything that we cherish. And empaths are going to, in 2022, in April 2022, especially around 11 and the 12th of April, you're going to see a mass awakening. In 2022, April is the 4th month, and you've got the 2022, which 2 plus 2 plus 2 is 6. A 4 and a 6 brings us to a 10 to 1. Closing a cycle, slamming that door shut. Now, you're going to be seeing a lot more synchronicities. A lot more. And you say, well, what does that mean? Well, take a minute to think about when you see your synchronicity, what's going on with you at that moment, because it's individual to you. It's your higher self giving you a token, giving you that nudge. Hello, wake up. Something important to pay attention. What were you thinking? What were you feeling? What was your awareness? Where were you mentally when you see that synchronicity? What kind of synchronicity was it? Was it a 1, which means singularity, a focus? Was it a 2, meaning a decision, right? Was it a 6, meaning a relationship, the bonding, the partnership, the love, generosity, charity, right? So we'll get into that all at a different time. But these synchronicities are going to be guiding you very clearly for those that pay attention. Synchronicities aren't only in numbers. You might see 4 red cars go by. You might see 2 women walk by with the same purse. Just little things that you are going to pick up on. And without a shadow of a doubt, your inner self will just give you that little, hello. Did you see that, right? Maybe you better slow down. You ever notice that? Like you're just cruising to music and you're like, yeah, and the louder the music, the faster you're going, but you don't realize it. Hear that truth train? You're not paying attention. Here comes a train. You're like, da 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 da, and all of a sudden, a big bug hits your windshield, and you're like, wah! And you stop. But if that bug didn't hit your windshield, that train would have hit you. That's the universe. And it's a synchronicity. It's fate. It's destiny crossing where you're putting your effort in. The divine's putting the effort in. The universe is answering you, mirroring you. And what garden you feed is what you're going to grow. So if you're wasting your time and not self-preserving right now, you're going to struggle. If you haven't done the inner work to really assess what you yourself want to feel like you have accounted for, you're going to do it very soon. Those that are in the mental health facility are going to be very overwhelmed. There's going to be a restructuring of economics. There's going to be a restructuring of government, a restructuring of how things work. Because society, humanity, is looking to streamline and get the best bang for our buck and the healthiest. You're going to find letting go of bad habits is a lot easier, though. Those that are spiritually been awoke before, which when the whole world was like, oh my God, I don't know if she's having a nervous breakdown or a revolution. I'm not sure there. You guys, you've put up with the damage. You've put up with dealing with it all so that you can be a lantern on somebody else's path. Because remember, that moment of truth, when your knees turn to jello, you're facing your fears. Once you truly face your fears and you conquer them, you get a lantern. Yep. Now, why do I say let your light shine? Because you're the lantern. You're a star. You are literally a star seed. And from you, this universe will grow. It will change in vibration. It's like part of me will be like, take CPS for an example. It's not working right. That'll get changed. The judicial system. Too many wrongful convicted. That's going to get rewritten. I'm talking massive things starting towards more the end of the year. And then when we come to the next year, it's like at the end and as we go into 2023, it's this like gridlock between the narcissist and the empath. And let me tell you, your frequency, everybody's like, I need to lift my frequency. Okay, wait a minute. It's really tuning in. That's all. It's tuning in and aligning your intent with your energy. It's using the intent, which is the most important thing ever. I'm going to give you another life example real quick. This would have been over 35 years ago, so I'm giving away my age. Oh, no, not 35. Wait a minute. 29. Okay. 29 years ago. Am I right on that? Well, it doesn't matter. It was a long, long time ago. Like my daughter has kids. She was one. All right. I dropped her off at the babysitter and I was on my way to work and the roads were really crappy. And I didn't realize there was black ice and my car started to slide into the other lane in front of a semi driver. I could see his headlights. It was a horrible, slushy, snowy day. And it was foggy on top of it because it was like the snow was all mixed up and all you could see was like dim little headlights. And my car slid into oncoming traffic, slid on ice. It was so freaky. I mean, I can remember every detail. Like it was like, and I was like, oh. So, I didn't know what to do. And I start turning my steering wheel. Well, what I did not know as a very young driver, inexperienced in Wisconsin, was I overcompensated my wheel. Now, keep in mind, the more you turn your wheels, my tires are sitting like this now because I'm trying to get over there, but I'm sliding and it's not changing direction because I'm sliding, drifting, if you will, on black ice. Then the black ice clears. And whatever speed you're going, now your tires hit the pavement sideways, just like a top. Ping! My car went airborne. Oh, yeah, it did. I think they said about 4 360s all the way around like this. And because the whole highway stopped for this, you guys. This is when you know you have a path. Okay? All right. I'm in the car and it starts spinning and everything goes white in front of me. Now, I don't even think about my seatbelt and I do not have it on. And I'm like looking around my car and I'm feeling it. Ooh, wee, wah, whatever. And I'm like, oh my God. Semi lights and me spinning. There's no way out. I have no need to steer. My car is doing this. There's no spinning out of this and steering out. It's over. Goodbye, baby. Goodbye, husband. Ladder up. Then my car, boom. I feel it, woof. And it's like a tornado picked it up is what it felt like to me. It rolls completely from the highway to the top of the overpass, completely up it, 3 miles from my house on my way to work. I'm in it. It comes down on the driver door and it goes all the way up in the air, flips over, hits that driver door every time, over and over and over and whatever. Now I'm in the car. Once it went airborne, I could feel my body being pulled that way. I wrapped my hands under the steering wheel and I breathed. And I timed it. As soon as the car hit and I heard the crunching, I chinned up and I held. And while this whole thing is going on, every time it hits, I chin up on the steering wheel and I hold my breath and I release. And I'm timing it. All of this is going on. All of a sudden, I'm sucked out of that position, but I'm still physically responding and doing everything. But mentally, I heard in the car a real voice. And it said, well, it didn't say anything. It showed me. It showed me everybody in my life. Like it was crazy how they say your life flashes before your eyes. Like I saw Dannie, my postmaster, and the girl that checks me out, and the kid that boxes my groceries, and the school teacher, and my kids, and my great grandma. I saw every living person. And it seemed like it was coming from the backseat of the car while I'm doing this. And this voice came clearly over, sounded exactly human, just like I'm talking to you. And the voice said, "Who did you love?" And I was like, "Everyone. I truly love everyone." And the voice said, "You'll be fine." And I was like, "Fine? Like, what do you mean? Like, fine, I'm going to heaven? Or fine, like, oh my God, am I going to live? I don't know what to do. Am I going to heaven?" All the voice said is, "You'll be fine." And at the moment, the second time I heard, "You'll be fine," my car slammed to a rest. And I was like, Now later, They still didn't really understand how I was in the driver's seat, but I was, because the steering wheel's bent in half. The car was fine on this side. Nothing, not even a scrap. On this side, it was like somebody smashed it in half. Like the steering wheel was bent in half, like a 90-degree angle. It was just flattened. Somehow, I climbed out, I believe, the passenger window. And what really helped was there was deep snow, because this is like February. Anyway, and I'm seeing snow up to here. And I don't remember anything other than I could see little ants on the highway. That's what they look like. It looked like celery with little ants on it. And somebody screamed out and they were like, "Are you okay?" And I remember saying, "I don't think so." Or, "Yeah, I don't know, maybe." And then they go, "Do you need an ambulance?" And I was like, "No, I'll be all right." I don't remember another thing until like a couple of hours later. And then I've got the blanket around me. And the cop is talking to me. And he's like, "Do you know your name?" I'm like, "Yeah." He's like, "There you are." So I got taken in. And the doctors, several came to see me. I didn't have a hair out of place, didn't have a bruise. Never did. Never got anything out of it. Nothing hurt me. Literally, I am here to tell you, I promise you, A-okay. Not one problem. Not one back problem later. Not one knee problem. I don't take medication. Nope. So there are angels. You just have to be open to understanding they're there for your highest good. They're real. They're very real. Wicca Newsroom really has dove into this. She has pictures that the layers and layers come off. She calls it deep fake. Interesting. Yeah, I did have a purpose. And that's to wake you guys up too. Like most of you that are drawn to me are awake. It's always like, I find it so beautiful because you guys see it all the time, and I do too, where people find our family, our 1111 family, because you guys are there to help them too and help them with their spiritual gifts too. And they'll say the same thing. "I found you. I'm so excited. I found you." And they have been looking for that soul tribe. They have been looking for that place to resonate the frequency of just being themselves, to find that guidance and really be able to express oneself. Now, one thing I want to bring up real quick. We don't chase. We tune in to the frequency, and that brings to us what we desire. Don't shortchange yourself. What you deserve, you should get. Don't always bend so quickly to allow someone else the way because they're squeaky. Right? I'm so glad you guys are resonating with this. Okay, let me go through some of these notes because I wrote them like while I was meditating, so they're scribbly. Spiritual battles within and without, reconstruction of personal beliefs. That's another reconstruction. We talked about the government being restructured. We talked about money, our economics. A lot of people are going to find that they find some gray area where their personal belief is their own and they don't need exterior validation from anyone. Like you'll find your own island of knowing what brings you peace, what is real for you, and that is what is right for you. Your decisions, you'll know with your body. Pay attention when people say follow your intuition. Nobody tells you how to do that. Follow my intuition. Did you want to walk away from that person or did you want to go closer? when they come to your door or they come to your office or you have to go into their office? Do you get nervous and wish you didn't have to? Or are you so excited to see them? These all tell you intuitively your sixth sense, your intuition, your sacral chakra is like ba-boom, ba-boom, ba-boom. I'm telling you, red flag, green flag, green flag. Excuse me. Let me grab a drink. Okay, you guys. Oh, this is a big one. Okay. So in 2022, one of the key universal collective lessons is recognizing what is broken. And if it's structural, reassessing and aligning it to streamline for the better for all, right? But not allowing self-sacrifice for the better of all. Because truly, if everybody just works together in finding out their happy medium, it's going to create a much more yin and yang balance than if everybody just self-sacrifices, and it doesn't do any good anyway. We have to self-preserve, because when there's life rafts all over, and let's say you were on the Titanic and it sank and you've got a life raft, okay? It only houses one. There's 14 other people that have life rafts, but theirs are deflated, and so is yours. In order for you to truly help someone, if you just go start blowing up somebody's life raft, you're going down, and so are the others that you can't help. So in 2022, you're going to learn to blow your life raft up first so that you can help all of them. See? You're going to realize that self-care is vital. That means your energy. How much energy are you investing with intent to bring about a feeling of satisfaction? Because the more you feel like you're doing what's right for you and for the good of all, the more you're co-creating with the universe, and therefore you're manifesting in the proper way. When people go out there and they do not co-mingle with the divine, and they expect fate to part the way and destiny to step aside, and they kick serendipity to the north, and they're like, whatever, I'm going to manifest myself $1 million in a car. Well, you might get $1 million and you might get a car, but I promise you, you will not find emotional satisfaction because you can't buy it. It comes from helping others. And when you help others, you co-mix with the divine. We are creators. We create life. That's how we have children. We are creators because art is life. So in that way, the universe is saying, you are the creator of your own book. Use your pen to write the right story, the one that holds true to you, as above, as below. And do everything you do with the intent of the highest good for you and those around you. That's really important. Kimmy Slusser says, I would help my friend to heal, show her to heal domestic violence. You know, I'm a survivor. We are only victims as long as we allow ourselves to be. And then like Kimmy, we become survivors. And once we're a survivor, we have a lantern to share. I mean, think about it. How could somebody that's never had an addiction in their life truly help a drug addict? Most likely it's going to take someone that is a survivor of that to really be able to help someone come along, right? And so that's why you get the lantern. It's like your badge of, I made it. I will never be in the dark again because I've conquered my fears, and my fears live in the dark. Now I can walk into the dark and be like, I'm the light. All right, my lovelies, let's see. Did I miss anything? Did I miss anything? Okay, all right. Let me see. I think I missed 2. Okay. Nope, that one we did. Okay, all right. So I got to leave chat for just a minute. I want to go get the lyrics to a song. I'm not going to sing. But before we jump in to doing a little reading on someone, I wanted to read you the lyrics to something because it always, when I hear the song, it always stirs inside of me, okay? So this is by a band called Shinedown. Get up, 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 right? It says, I know you're clinging to the light of day to tell you everything's a-okay. The medication don't do much. Yeah, it just numbs the brain. Guess you might say I'm a little intense. I'm on the bright side of being hell-bent. So take it from me, you're not the only one who can't see straight. If you were ever in doubt, don't sell yourself short. You might be bulletproof. Hard to move mountains when you're paralyzed, but you gotta try, and I'm calling you out. Get up, get a move on. Get up. What's taking so long? Get up, get a move on. Stop stalling. I'm calling out. Get up, get a move on. Get up. Ain't nothing wrong. Because I believe you can be whatever. And I agree, you can do much better. Trust me. Everybody wants to sing their song. So Marvin Gaye, what's going on? Ain't nothing normal when it comes to you and me. I'd rather twist myself in knots than to watch you give up on your dreams. If you were ever in doubt, don't sell yourself short. You might be bulletproof. It's hard to move mountains when you're paralyzed, but you've got to try. So I'm calling you out. Gretchen's calling you out too. You probably got to go potty. And then it says, yeah, I don't know why I never talk about it. I guess that's probably part of the problem. Yeah, sometimes you're wrong and sometimes you're right. Just got to keep moving. Yeah, I'm just going to keep moving. Today, tomorrow, gonna get it. Get up, get a move on. Get up, what's taking so long? And just remember, you might be bulletproof. So, let me come back over to chat. You love my shirt? Did you guys see what it says? It says, I work so hard so my dog can have a better life. Yeah, I got my kayak hat on. You're going to find out on the other channel, You're With Me Now. What I did is, and this is just going to blow your mind, so long before I heard of Gabby Petito, I decided that I was going to travel the United States and live in a tent and in my vehicle, and I was going to YouTube it. And I did. I took my savings and I spent something like probably $4,000 on camping equipment. And I did it all summer. And I filmed some of the most beautiful footage, which sat on the shelf and got dusty because I jumped into the missing in minutes kind of thing with the kids here and the true crime tarot. And so I was like, boy, I really want to use all that footage. So it got to be the 1st of September. And I was camping at an off-grid, if you will, campsite where there's no electric. And this would have been about September 1st. I was always camping alone, and I had my little white Kia Soul, and I had all of it. Like, I had like my tents. I did everything with tents, everything mobile, very rustic, no refrigeration, no electric. If I charged things, it was in my car, and so forth. And I would go for extended periods. Like, sometimes I would go for 14 days, sometimes I would only go for 3. But usually it was most of the time about 7 to 10. All right. Everything was going great. I was getting massive footage. I was meeting a lot of people, getting to interview them, and I was living the YouTube life. And I was storing all my footage up, except for every once in a while, I would throw it out there. And one of the first videos I did on 11/11 was a trip that I took close to home. And I brought my best friends with me and called them the 11/11 girls. And we went rock picking and went to the riverbed and all kinds of stuff, which you can still watch that video today. But anyway, one day this guy is over, we had a well, you had to pump for water, and it was in the middle of a campsite, and I was actually directly parallel to it. And he pulls up, he gets out, and he gets his big water white jug, and he's pumping the water, and it's like a lot of work and everything, and he's probably in his 60s, and I'm watching and I'm doing my thing, and I'm enjoying the day. And I've done a lot of camping all through the summer with friends, with guides. I'd even have like nature guides come with me to teach me things so that I knew what I was doing, which was all going swell, till all of a sudden this dude walks up, and I say, dude, he is, okay, when I say filthy, I don't mean dirty like he changed the oil in my car. I mean filthy like a couple years no bath. And he walks over to that guy. You can't even tell what race he is by the color of his skin because he's filthy, which doesn't matter anyway, you know me. But I'm just saying, he was that filthy that he was his own stench from a distance. I thought maybe he was homeless. So I had my little dog at the time, Maya, before she was taken from me. Anyway, he talks to the guy that's pumping the water, and the guy hurriedly quits pumping water, does a couple of these, puts the water in the back of his vehicle, gets in his vehicle, drives off, leaves the guy standing there, me alone with the dude. So I turn my back, I get over, I start making my breakfast, doing my thing. Oh no, here he comes. So he gets up right in my face. And he's like, I've been watching you. And he was so creepy. And he's like, I'll be back later. And he's got this nasty plastic bladder bag that you would use for a shower. So you hang it up on the hook. The water goes through gravitational into a tube, and you use it to shower with if you're doing rustic camping. He's got this thing filled with the most murky river water ever. And he's tapping that while he's talking to me. And I'm like, oh, okay, well, where are you camping at? Because I'm going to call the cops. So I'm like, where are you camping at? And he points to my friend's campsite, and they're gone for the day. And he's like, that's my campsite. And I'm like, right there, Mark's campsite? You know Mark? And he's like, nope, that's my campsite. I'm like, oh, okay, I didn't know. Oh, sure. My dog is going nuts. Once the dude gone, finally the guy, he starts to take a really close step, like up in my face. And my heart's like, he's like, don't be moving nowhere. I'm like, well, I'm not staying tonight. I had paid for another 4 days. I had been there for 6. I wasn't sure what to do. So I sleep in my car that night, locked, because I'm freaking out. I've got my mace, I've got my switchblade, I've got other protection in the car, whatever. Nothing happens, but all night, every time I got to go to the bathroom, I have to walk the long path. So I'm like, screw that. I get a bucket, I open the door, and I pee in the bucket, right? So that I don't have to go alone because I don't want to die. I don't know where this guy is. Finally, the next morning, Mark approaches me and I tell him all about it, him and his dad. He knows the area. He knows the guy. The guy is a total meth head. His mother had been down, I guess he was 21. His mother had been arrested at the park I'm at the week before, and they've been looking for this dude. I kid you not. I pack my crap. I'm like, well, enough. That's all I needed. Thank you, Mark. Yep. See ya. I come home. I'm like, man, I don't know what to do. I can't go camping alone anymore. That freaked me out, like on a level I can't explain. Like, I did not sleep in my car. I stayed the night in my car. I drove home almost seeing double because I had not slept. I was so scared by that guy. Like, I could feel it. He had attachments and weird stuff. And ooh, anyway, I come home. I set my tent and stuff up to clean it. And I always have to set everything up and go through it and pack it like the way I do and line it up in my garage on all the hooks and everything because I'm a total organized freak. Okay. As I'm doing that, I'm like, now what am I going to do? Right? I come in the house that first day home and I start like working on the Summer Wells case. It's like next thing I know, Gabby Petito's case lands in my lap. I'm like, what? What? She's a YouTuber. She travels. How is this possible? And I'm into true crime tarot now, and I didn't even know I could do it that well. And that's how I landed where I am with you now. And that happened in half a year. Look how fast things can change, you guys. Is that crazy or what? Hi, Brenda. Hi, Guidance. Hi, Harriet. Hey, Art Des is in the house. Hey, Liz. Hi, Stacy. Hey, Heaven Reigns. I love you guys. Happy New Year's. Emily's here. Love you. Linda, how are you, love? Stacy Marie Romero. Vanessa, hi. I think I've gathered everybody. I'm not sure. So yeah, this is what I want to do. I'm going to clear the board. And we're going to check real quick. I'm going to pick 3 of you to draw 3 cards for. Okay? So, that's my surprise read for now. Remember, you guys, tell me what you would do with this. Why would this make a difference in your life and someone else's? Because I'm going to go through in the next week. I'm going to be reading the comments. Why these crystals, this beautiful crystal set. Now, there are no real rocks with it. It's a deck. It's a guidebook. And then it's this beautiful little case with the little sachet. I ordered it from Amazon and it wasn't cheap, but I thought, my God, that's beautiful. And I want to share the love. So make sure and give me some feedback on that. Lisa, I love you to the moon and back too. All right, Lisa. Bob, wait, hold the phone. Bob. What about Bob? I love you, man. You have been with me since day one. You are absolutely incredible. When it was just me and you for a couple months there, I'd start a live and there'd be one person on, me and Bob, and we'd do it. So I got us a new deck. It's not tarot cards, it's playing cards, but check them out. And they work just like tarot if you know how to read them, which I do. Look at these beautiful cards. Like, let's get a face card. There we go. Okay. Lisa, I'm going to see what you're doing here. Now, Lisa, do you want to know about career? Do you want to know about love? You tell me. You guys? Thank you, Lisa Feely. What, Julie? Sorry, I meant Danny. When's the last time I went camping? As I just shared with you, lovely. I didn't go again. No. After that, I was like, I'll be going back, though. I'm just setting perimeters up. Okay. Love, please. Okay. What we're going to do is Ace of Cup is all about love. Or the Two of Cup. But I'm shuffling the deck, and they're stiff because they're brand new. I'm going to shuffle it. I'm going to spread the deck out, and we're going to find out your Ace of Cup. And we're going to look before it and after it. Well, that was easy. And we're going to see what's coming and what's going. All right? So I'm going to take 3 cards on either side of it. Okay. Excuse me. So there's your cup of love. So that's love. Now, behind the cup of love, which means this is more in the past, you have the Jack of Swords. So that's the Knight of Swords or the Knight of Air. You could see that as Aquarius energy, as well as the Jack of Diamond, which is like a Knight of Pentacle, which would be Virgo, Leo energy. And then you have this 3 of Wands. It's kind of like there's 2 energies, young, youthful, and now the Divine's just talking about love. This could be your own kids, okay? Doesn't say if it's about romance, doesn't tell me that, but I have 2 young, possibly males, even though there's no gender in the tarot. And then there's co-working together and making a plan for something. And then on the other side of that, I have communication. Oh, I'm sorry, not communication. 8 of Pentacles, working. Well, you're getting a money reading, love, because it's all about your independence and working. And there's a solid offer coming up from like this King of Wands kind of energy. Somebody very good looking. They're charming. They're solid. They're definitely, I don't want to say regal, but suave. I don't know how to put it. Like, they're charming. They're very charming. So you do have someone coming at you, but it's like you're walking away from 2 other energies, or you've been surrounded by 2 much more immature energies, and you're going towards, or they're coming towards you, and they work. I've got the 9 of Pentacles, so they are single. They are single. And then I got the 8 of Pentacles. They may be a lot about money, but I do see some working together there. All right, now, Flower Power. Yo, 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 Spaghetti-O. How you doing? You want a reading, lovely? You got a yellow. Career or finance? We got 2 to go. Flower Power will be number 2. Bob says, my basic tarot deck keeps getting dirty on me. There's certain questions, certain things that don't want me knowing the answers to. Oh, yeah, we're not meant to do everything. Yeah, we can't know everything. It's really, you're going to find when you start trying to read tarot on yourself, it can be impossible. Hey, Bow and Arrow, long time no see, lovely. Flower Power, lovely. Where are you? Whoa. That'll be interesting to see what that is. 5 o'clock. What did I do? I mixed it up. Hold on. Hold the phone, lovelies. Flip the card. All right. I'll wait on Flower Power. Guidance and life and TLC. What do you want? Pretty please what? What did you say? Let me scroll back up. I don't see that you chose anything. Guidance. Do you want love or do you want career read? You guys just shout it out. I'll just start grabbing people. All right, I'm going to start off with Linda M. Finance. Let me see. Okay, this is Linda M. So let's find You said finance, so I need the Ace of Pentacle. Where is the Ace of Pentacle? Ace of Wand, Ace of Heart. Let me look. I feel it coming up. The Ace of Pentacle. All right. You! Oh my golly. Are you serious? Here we go. So you got your Ace of Pentacle, all about your finances. Behind it, you've got the Seven of Wands. It means you're a little defensive. You've worked hard to get where you're going. Then you got the Ten of Pentacles, which means you're about to hit the home, like it's coming right up behind you. You get the Ace of Pentacles with another ace, because you have the Ace of Swords, clarity. So you're going to see financially very clearly where to invest. And it could come in the form of wands, communication, 8. Yeah. You're going to hear something that's going to be a very lucrative opportunity. Very lucrative. And it's all about this quick action. It's going to be something that's quick, it's fast, and you have to make a snap decision. But I got the King of Cups, which is something that's going to bring a lot of pleasure to you. All right, who else wants one? Emily is going over and over in love, 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 love. All right, all right. Flower power. No, career, love. Yeesh. Where's flower power? I see you, lovely. Okay, we're going Emily, then flower power. Emily first. Love is on the board for Emily Hutchin. Here we go. Oh, I threw some cards in the basement. Are you serious? You got some hidden stuff coming up, Emily. Things that the divine is not showing you yet, my hun, my love. King of Diamond. Oh, yeah, serious? This is the King of Pentacle. This is Taurus, Aries. It's money. What else did you get? Okay, you've got the Jack of Sword. Now, this is rash, so you want to be careful about where you're putting your money. But you've got the Nine of Cups, which is like a wish fulfillment. And then with the King of Swords, it's very analytical, it's very truthful, and it's a very good opportunity. And then you've got the Four of Swords, which is blessings coming in. This Four of Swords means that you've already done the work. This blessing is yours. It's locked in. Nobody can take it from you. Just be grateful. Flower power. What did you decide? Finances. Love. All right, flower power. I'm just going to grab one for you. Finances, love. Finances, love. She's saying both. Okay. I'm going to go with whatever ace comes up first for you out of the two. Okay, flower power, lovely. It's on the top, or on the bottom of the deck. Yep. I feel like we're going to really find something out here because you got the King of Pentacle. Maybe you can't decide between love and finances because you don't have to choose. Looks to me like you might have somebody coming in that combining their fortune and your good fortune brings you that beautiful decision to invest. Three of Pentacles or Three of Diamonds is all about intertwining energy and possibly a partnership. It could be that it's time to put your burdens down because that's the Ten of Wands. I love it. It may very well be somebody from your past, just like the Six of Cups. It's an old energy, somebody that you've known before. It'll be somebody that you're familiar with. All right, I'm doing one more, and then we're going to call it a night. And thank you. Guidance, let's do yours. Okay. Wow. Okay. What did you pick, Guidance? I got to double check here. Career. Okay. Let me see where you are, lovely. Wow. Love may come first. Or you might be in a very loving relationship. Ooh. I skipped it somehow. Hold on. It's a new deck. So we'll use that as an excuse, but it's probably because I'm not using light. Oh, there it is. You said finance, right? Career. Okay. Yeah. There it is. Okay. It's kind of weird because you got aces again. Oh, my. Oh, wow. All right. So pushing up behind you, you've got like the divine pair is coming up. Excuse me. So I've got the Queen and King of Pentacles, or diamonds as you know it. And that's Taurus, Aries for the King, Sagittarius, Capricorn for the Queen. And what's interesting is they're paired naturally together. So this pairing up is bringing you the Seven of Wands. You're going to be very protected. Oh my God. On the deck, laying on the table, were 2 sevens. And I'm telling you about a 7. You're just about to hit something very lucky. Whoa. Yeah. I'm still recovering from that Christmas cough. Excuse me. I was just about over the bronchitis when the college son brought me this. Okay. Oops. You have the Ace of Pentacles or Diamond, which is that opportunity with the Three of Wands, making plans about the Ace of Wands, which is this idea. You've got this divine mated pair, and then you've got 777 on top of, I've got the 4th 7, which can be confusing because all of a sudden a lot of doors opened up. So you have the 4 of Cups, trying to stay focused, making sure you're not too distracted. Because I've got the 5 of Swords, winning at all costs. So be very cautious that one of the energies isn't too focused on the material. Okay? Just a word of caution. All right, my lovely. I think that's about all the energy I've got. I'm going to get some healing done. I am off, remember, on the weekends. This was a special to be with you because I was so excited to be with you. You guys are so very, very much. We will do it again someday. You got a taste of what it's going to be like on the other channel. Now, keep in mind, this is a live. Over there, it's pre-recorded actual videos that I've worked extremely hard. I've done a lot of study and a lot of research to put together digestible ways to understand what we're going through and to empower us. So, over on the You're With Me Now channel, there is no content at this time. But please do subscribe if you feel like it's going to be something you want to help with. Why not start the channel early? It'll be the last week of January when I ship out the posters to everybody. I'm going to have to switch our poster out. You guys, I spilled water when I had my candle in it. And I shook the table and water went underneath my whole mat. And I didn't laminate the back side. I highly recommend laminating front and back and sealing it. Yes, because, even though they're like a canvas, they're a tough material. Once water's underneath it, it warps. It does. So, even laminated. Thank you. Hi, Jan Funk. How are you, lovely? All right, my loves. I love you with all my heart. I thank you so much. Just do your best to stay as focused as possible on your energy, what feels right to you. Show up when you say you're going to show up. Stand up for what you feel you need to put your foot down on. Don't let other people's opinions outweigh what you feel is right for you. Okay? And I hope you all have such a beautiful new year. And with that, I love you. I truly do. I look forward to being with you every single time I see you guys. It's like I wake up and within seconds I'm like, oh, I get to do something with the 1111 family today. Oh my God. Okay. Very exciting. And I can't wait to be able to take you camping with me over on the You're With Me Now channel. I'll be taking you on trips. I'll be taking you on the road and doing what I originally wanted to do. Kind of like, I don't know, maybe taking Gabby's spirit along with me a little bit. Only this time, we'll go single, so we don't have to worry about that, right? All right. I love you guys to the moon and back. God bless you all. Be kind. Make sure you make your day count. And with that, welcome to 2022. Love you guys. Bye for now.